Hey everybody, and welcome to round 3 of the Formula Vee series on iRacing. We are at the Tsukuba, I can't pronounce it, circuit. It's a short variation of the circuit, and I have to say this is kind of like a karting circuit. At least that's how I see it. Karting and motorcycles. It just feels like this car might be a little bit big for this particular track, or at least this particular configuration. It is some hard passing, and you're going to see in this race, I feel that I'm a bit faster than the guy I finished behind, but I just couldn't find a place to pass safely in order to assure that we both finished the race. So we are starting last, dead last, 12th position, but our car number is 12, so we are starting where we should be starting based on our iRating. This is a pretty quick grid. I think the first 3 guys qualified faster than my fastest lap on this track ever. So I think my best lap on this track was about a 49.5, and the guy in pole, he did a 49.2. So yeah, didn't really have any visions of grandeur of starting last and finishing first. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So the main goal here at the start is to twinkle toes around corner number 1. Corner number 1 is a big spin zone on this particular track. It's coming to a heavy braking zone into a turn. Everyone on this grid, well, we all twinkle toes quite nice through this corner. Now we're leading up to another braking zone here, and this is also another big spin area. But as you can see, we all managed to get through here clean. So I'm starting to think, this might be a fairly clean race. And then, well, all hell breaks loose. So I get out of the gears because I don't know what is coming up over this ridge. And as you can see, there's some carnage going on. We managed to get through there nice and clean. I don't know how many spots we picked up, 3 or 4. Got this guy on the left there. His steering is obviously messed up. I was just worried about him shooting across the track into us. And now that we have our first lap shenanigans done, just kind of thinking about this guy. Whoa, he spins out. So now that we have our first lap shenanigans done, right, we can just settle in, try to hit our spots, hit our marks, and see if we can't start knocking some of these back guys out, because I know that we're faster than these guys. It's just if we can get around them, right? So this track has just 2 braking zones. First, coming up in here to turn 1, we're going to go into hard braking. We're going to downshift and roll through the corner. Then back on the accelerator once we feel that we're not going to get pushed out on the outside of the corner there. And then we come into our second braking zone where we brake right hard here. Then roll through the corner and then throttle out. And then the rest of the lap is pretty much just throttle control. Full throttle, off the throttle, back on. See that we are probably pretty faster than this guy in front of us. We're making up some pretty good time on him. Again, it's just trying not to overdrive that corner because that is a very big spot for some turn or for some spins. You see we've got this guy in front of us, and then we've got a kind of a white car in front of us, in front of him. Now what we're going to see is we're going to have a car kind of slot in between these 2 cars. There's a guy who's I think in 4th that spins out, and we managed to pick him up here soon. Back there, I was like, I don't know. didn't want to ram into the back of him and anything. So here we see we picked up that guy that was fourth. We spinned into turn one, and now we've picked him up. I decided I'm gonna kind of go low, and all right, we made our pass around the red and black car. And that's pretty much the last time we see that car. We were clearly faster than he was. Really proud of that turn. We hit the apex pretty darn good. Pretty good lap there. Now around this point, I'm getting the sense that I'm a little faster than this guy in front. Not a lot faster, but just a little faster. I'm catching him up kind of on these braking areas. I'm able to roll through the corners, maybe a little more routinely than he is, but the rest of the lap we seem to be fairly well matched. But again, I'm hoping maybe I can get a good run on him and manage to get a pass into a braking zone, or maybe like that red car, which now is completely gone. All right. Another guy spun into there, so we're just trying to keep control and not freak out. Let's just keep focused with this guy in front of us, right? So in that corner, I thought, well, maybe I'll try a high entry and then a low, hit the apex and just shoot out, but that didn't work out so good. Rolling through here really good. I'm thinking, okay, maybe let's go outside. And he closes the door. He's doing a pretty good job of closing the door, but not being a little insane. At this point, I'm starting to think, well, maybe my best get is to just put pressure on him. Maybe I can get him to go into a corner a little bit hotter than he wants to. Maybe I'll get him to slide, and then we'll just come on up underneath of him. You can kind of see why I'm getting that impression that I'm faster than this guy. Backing off a little bit, kind of giving him some room, giving me some room. Hoping maybe I can make a run on him, and then, it's not too much before I am right back up on his tail end. I really got a feeling that if I was able to pass this guy, I would probably start opening up a gap. Really proud of this corner right here. That was a great turn. You see, I was on the brakes a bit more than I wanted to be. Kind of wanted to roll through the corner more, but I just ran right up on him. And this track, it seems, if you're outside the racing line, you are in dangerous territory. We're going to be interested to see how this track fares in the longer configuration. Maybe they open up to be some more passing zones. So yeah, at this point, I'm really just kind of hoping to annoy him and just be a thorn in his side and make him mess up, but he's not doing what I want him to do. The next position is way up there. If we pass this guy, we really wouldn't have much chance of catching the other guys. So at this point, I'm almost relegated to just, running around behind him, and this is where we finish. Here we just cook it. Got the corner a little bit too much. Now he opens up a gap of about a second between us here. But what this also has done is it's kind of given me some breathing room. Now I can take the corners how I want. I can kind of approach him, and you're going to see in a matter of about a lap and a half, we pretty much have caught up that gap. Another really great turn, and we're actually coming up to the, I believe this is the white lap. Final lap at this point. And we have closed the gap. We've completely caught up to where we were. I believe, as it turns out, that this lap, lap 15, was both of our fastest laps. I came in at 49.4 something, and he came in the low 49.1 or 49.5s. So the fastest lap time frame does kind of indicate that we was basically faster than he was. Now the race is over. We're just going to do a cool down lap. So yeah, in the end, we started 12th. I believe we finished 5th. So not a great showing, but we were in a field of cars that were faster than us as far as qualifying time frames. We look at our rating number of 12. We should have been 12th. We finished 5th, so that was a good showing there. The fact that we were number 12 implies that everyone in the field had a higher I rating than we are, which is kind of a rating based on your finishing results. So overall, it was a pretty good turnout. We increased our I rating fairly good, increased our safety rating. I'd say some of the previous races were pretty rough this week.